Hey guys, it's Miss Anna and welcome to our instrument unboxing video. I don't know if you guys noticed all of the instrument cases that are currently sitting behind me, but we're going to go through those and we are going to see how to open our instrument without dumping it all over the floor. Because that's oftentimes what happens to a lot of new players because we don't know what side of the case is the top and which one's the bottom. So I'm going to show you guys how to appropriately take your instrument out of its case, unboxing as it were, and we are going to maybe also see like where the different parts of the instrument go in the case if it needs to be taken apart. So let's do this. Okay, so this is my personal trumpet case, and you guys are going to notice that, again, it's very, very different from a lot of your guys' cases, and you may in fact have cases kind of like our clarinets. I'm going to show a little clip of what it looks like to open their latches, which are going to be the same as yours now. So first things first, on here you can actually tell that like the top has writing on it because this is owned by Seattle Public Schools, and so it's owned by your elementary school, don't worry. And usually what I will do when I issue you a school instrument, if you're borrowing from me, is I will put your name on a piece of tape, and if it's facing upright, then you know that this is going to be the top side of your case, and this is for both flutes and clarinets. So moving forward, what I actually want to talk about on this case for our flute players is this kind of latch right here. And I'm going to tilt it up so that you can see it a little bit better. So take a look at this latch. It has a couple of different moving parts. It has the flap down here, and this is the part that you'll actually like push up. And see how it moves this little part? This is called the bail. I also call it the hooky thing. So you're going to lift the flap up. Now, by the way, if you're ever pulling the flap down from the top like that, so the other direction, if I were to flip this case over and so here's my flap is on top now, and do that, I know for a fact that my case is upside down. When I open my case, my instrument is going to spill out onto the floor. That is not healthy for your instrument. They are delicate and they can break. So I'm going to flip this back over. And I'm going to continue our explanation. So again, lift the flap up. The bail is going to come over and down. And then you're going to do that on the other side too. Most of the time cases with this kind of latch have at least two of them. So make sure that you pay attention when you're counting. Okay, welcome back to the trumpet unboxing. And you'll notice again, the clarinet one that has the latches like yours, it has those little hooky things and the flaps, also known as the flap and the bail. And mine doesn't. Mine has a zipper. So depending on like if you have your own trumpet and you get a case like mine, this is called a Wolf Pack case. It's the brand name. It's not anything weird. So the first thing I do for mine is, you see right here how I have a flap? This thing tells me automatically which part is the top and which part is the bottom. And remember how I mentioned in that little clarinet section how it's really important to tell which part is the top? That way when we're opening it, it's facing upward and we don't accidentally drop our instrument onto the floor. And here's the thing, even though it's made of metal, it still can break. Please don't break it. This is your baby. So, flap comes up first, and then I have two zippers. So I'm going to pull those out to either side. You guys will be doing your little bail and hook latches, and then open top upward. So here is our trumpet inside its case. And sorry, my case is very poorly bound, so it doesn't really like to stay in any one place. So in here, you can tell that under the trumpet, there is a little cutout that kind of cradles it. It's like a little bed space for it. And I'm going to take my trumpet out so you can see it. all of your cases are going to have similar cutouts, though they might not all look the same. When you take a peek at this, please make sure that you look at how your trumpet is laying inside the case, because if we try and put it back in a different way, so this is the way that it was. If I try and turn it the opposite way, does it fit? Yeah, no, that's no. Big bag of no. So I'm gonna make sure that my trumpet goes back to bed the way it's supposed to. It wants to have its pillow, it wants to have its blanket, it wants to be taken care of nicely. You'll notice also there's a spot right here for your mouthpiece, because brass instruments, our mouthpiece can be taken off of our instrument and stored to the side. And we will talk about more regarding how to assemble your trumpet and how to take care of it later in another video. So when I put it back away, again, I make sure that it's on the floor. I really want it on the floor. That way it doesn't slide off my lap by accident. Oops, bang, ow, breakage. Don't hurt the baby. And I am going to gently close the cover. And the first thing I'm going to pay attention to is, does it feel like there's anything pushing against me, or does it just close nicely? If it does not close nicely, you need to open it back up and check if anything is aligned kind of weird. You never want to force an instrument into its case. Once I've checked that, I'm going to zip it back up. And that's done.